Hello everyone, a very good morning. So we are waiting for participants to join. So till the time we wait for participants to join, you can follow us on our social media platforms, a meetup. You can go through our meetup communities. I've shared the link in the chat box, and also you till the time we wait for participants to join, you can redeem your learning achievement badges. Shared the link in the chat box, and hang tight. We'll start the session in few minutes. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. A very good morning. We are waiting for participants to join. We'll start the session in next few minutes. So till the time we wait, you can go through our social media platforms and our meetup communities, and you can even redeem your learning achievement badges. I've already shared the link in the chat box. So hang tight. We'll start the session in few minutes. Hello, Komal ma'am. Am I audible clearly?
हाँ शुभ.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, so we'll start with the day. Hello and good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome. I'm Shubh Parmar, your host for today's webinar. My team and I are here to make sure you have a seamless and engaging experience. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to use the chat window. We are here to help. So the topic for today's session is Introduction to Microsoft 365 Copilot, boosting productivity with AI. So this webinar is hosted by the ATC community, Azure Tech community. It is a hub for enthusiasts passionate about cloud technologies, AI, machine learning, IoT, open source development, and DevOps. So about Synergetics. So today's event is sponsored by Synergetics and Microsoft. So before we dive into today's session, let me take a moment to introduce Microsoft and Synergetics. So Synergetics is a leading edge learning solutions provider in India offering specialized training and consulting services. We empower businesses and professionals to thrive in today's fast evolving tech landscape by delivering transformative learning experiences. Our core focus is on enabling digital transformation through innovative skilling programs and advisory services and end-to-end implementation support. From modernizing IT frameworks to mastering emerging technologies like AI, cloud computing, and DevOps, Synergetics is committed to equipping you with the tools and knowledge to succeed. So these are the learning solutions which are offered by Synergetics, which are persona-based onboarding, onboarding add-on, certification, certification add-on, reskilling, emerging technology training, certification hackathon, cloud adoption, latest technology training, sales, pre-sales training, practice playbook, and architecting. So this is the Microsoft certification skilling journey. The journey begins with the fundamental certification, then progresses to advanced role-based certification, and finally to expert level certification. Uh, Also, we run communities on Meetup. This is the emerging technology community. Anyone who are eager to learn about technological knowledge can join this community on Meetup. We have multiple communities in Pune, Gujarat, Nagpur, and Indore. So those who are interested to join this community, please log into Meetup app and gain your knowledge for free. We are thrilled to have Ms. Koma Sharma as our today's speaker. She is a certified Microsoft trainer and a consultant at Synergetics. She brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in AI and cloud technologies. So today's focus is overview of Copilot in apps like Word, Excel, and Teams, and basic prompting and real-world scenarios. Um, So, as you all know, we are providing a complimentary learning achievement badges for this session, which includes an overview of the module topics which are related to this webinar. Also, you can share these badges on your LinkedIn and X profile as well. To get the badge activated, you just need to follow certain steps. You can see on the screen and redeem your badges. And I've already shared the link in the chat box, so do redeem your badges. So everyone are requested to follow the code of conduct, which will create a respectful environment for all the participants. So participants, please note you're not allowed to take screenshot of the presentation and cannot do screen recording. I would like to take a moment to share some information about the certification workshops we conduct at Synergetics. So these webinars you have been attending are designed to give you a brief overview and summary of the full course content. However, the actual certification training programs for this courses run over 4 days, and we are currently offering them at a special discounted rate exclusively for webinar attendees. On my screen, you can see the list of in-demand certification courses we are currently focusing on. Uh, for more details or to register, feel free to contact to one of my colleague, Mr. Vivek Balasundaram. I've already shared his contact and email ID in the chat box. So anyone who are interested to do a full training of 4 days, you can connect with him. So do follow us on our social media platforms to get relevant updates on our upcoming webinars, workshops, and certification trainings we do. Again, I've already shared the link in the chat box. So do follow us and stay updated. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. Now we'll hand over the mic to a speaker. Komal ma'am, you can take over from here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so team, I hope I'm audible, loud and clear to everyone, and my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, good morning, everyone. I welcome you all for the session, Microsoft 365 Copilot, and myself, Komal Sharma. I'm the instructor of the session. I'm Microsoft certified trainer and having more than of 17 years of experience as a trainer and software consultant. I have all expert level of certification for Microsoft 365 services, Microsoft security solutions, and Microsoft Power Platform. I'm working with Copilot like it's over more than half an year. Like I'm working with Copilot, and I have explored my capability with Copilot in M365 services, Copilot in security, Copilot in Power Platform. So, team, here in this session, we are going to explore the capability of M365 Copilot, right? Like how you can use Copilot capability right in your M365 environment to boost your productivity. So, in this session, we are going to understand what is this Copilot for M365 is all about. When you are interacting with Copilot, you need to write the prompt. So it is very important to know how we can write an effective prompt with Copilot. And we'll explore different use cases, Copilot use cases like you are from different domain, HR, finance. So how you can use Copilot in your area. Okay, so team, if you have any query, any question, please feel free to put it in chat. When I will be coming to this chat area, I will address your query. Okay, so let's start with Copilot. So, team, I think before understanding Copilot, I think we should have a discussion on AI. What is AI and what is this Gen AI is all about? Nowadays, these two words are very familiar to everyone. So, team, may I know how many of you know what is AI and what is Gen AI? Can you quickly raise your hand? Okay, I can see five people they have raised their hand, but I'm sure, team, there are 34 attendings, and I'm sure you all must be aware with AI, and you must be using any application or tool in your day-to-day life that is a part of AI. Let me give you a few examples. Like you must be aware with ChatGPT, Gemini, Alexa, Siri. These all are the example of AI. And now, as we all know, AI is now developing day by day, and especially after the introduction of Gen AI, it is taking the creativity to the next level. Gen AI that is going to help create new artificial content or data that include images, videos, music, or even 3D model without any efforts required by human being, right? So Gen AI models, these are trained. They are learned on the basis of data set, large data set. And these are designed with the data based on large data set and the pattern. So they can generate new examples that are similar to training data. So Copilot is an AI assistant that is there right in your M365 environment, right? It appear as a chat interface. You can interact with the chat with a Copilot. This is based on conversation AI, like you are having a conversation with a human being, just like you have a conversation with Copilot. Like mention your requirement, what the content you wanted to create, what is your purpose, and Copilot is going to help business users get more done in less time. They generate content, automated tasks, right? And freeing up your time for more creative work. As a developer, you can create plugins to create Copilot into business processes. You can build even custom copilots also, and you can add AI capability to your application, to your services. It will help users complete their task faster and more efficient. Now, coming to M365, as there are different types of copilot in different areas, so as we all are M365 users, all our organization has provided us M365 license, or if you are a student, your college has provided you a license, right? Now, for example, you are already aware with M365 capability, right? You are using some productivity tool, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, right? So, team, may I know how many of you are aware with the application you are using? Can you quickly put it into the chat? What are the application you are using in your day-to-day life? Can you quickly mention here? Okay, Viva, Projects, MS Team. You must be using Outlook, right? Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Very good. Okay, that's great. Okay, so if I tell you, you are already aware with this application, you are using this application. Now, right in these application, if you get an AI assistant that can help you to boost your productivity and complete the work faster, that is what Copilot. That is Copilot for M365. So Copilot here, this is like a Copilot that is going to answer your question, that is going to create your content, search the web with M365 Copilot application. When you are using Bing search in like in Edge browser, for example, you will ask Copilot to generate some list of opportunity in an industry or give more detailed information from your search result. So Copilot for M365, you can integrate Copilot into productivity application and that information worker use every day. Like you are using Microsoft Word. What is the purpose of using Word document? You must be creating some new documents, right? Now let's say you want Copilot to prepare this document for you, or let's say a document is already there with you. You want Copilot to help you summarize the content, and that is again in natural language. Okay, You can ask Copilot to further modify your content, add new piece of information in the same document, summarize it, improving the document, right? Now let's say in PowerPoint. So you are using Copilot in PowerPoint to create the presentation. Right now, if I ask you, if you create a presentation, how much time it takes to you? At least 2 hour, minimum 1 hour, 2 hour at least, right? I hope you all must be agree. So when you are using PowerPoint, right now, if you have Copilot, it can help you create your PPT just in few seconds. Let's say you will ask me, Komal, we already have a Word document. Now we wanted to create a PPT out of this document. So generally what happens, you have to pick some bullet points, topics, subtopics, and prepare the presentation. If I ask you that now you have Copilot as a smart assistant, you just have to mention your topic, subtopic, agenda, and your PPT will be ready just in few seconds. And you can also ask with Copilot about any specific slide to summarize or to explain it, add the presenter note. All you can do with help of Copilot. Now in Outlook, how you use Outlook? So you are creating the draft, right? You are sending emails. There are so many emails, and you have to manually read the content. If there is email thread, let's say 10, 15 emails in one email thread. So finding out the particular information is difficult manually. If you have Copilot is going to summary of this email, you are trying to find out some important information in this email, or let's say you have missed your email from last 2 days, you were on leave. Today you have joined and you wanted to know what email or what content you have missed. All Copilot can do for you. There is lots more you can do in Windows, Excel, Teams, and other application. You can also use AI to support business processes. Let's say Copilot in business application, Copilot in Power Platform. Like for example, you are in customer service, you can use Copilot to analyze the support ticket, research similar issues, find resolutions, communicate them, right? So that's what you can do with Copilot. So, team, there is a video. I want you all to have a look on this. So, team, this was a video just to give you and giving you a showcase what is the capability of Copilot that brings in your M365 environment. So now Copilot for M365. Here it works in a environment, M365 environment. So Copilot It is integrated tightly with all your M365 application, like you are using Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams. So you can use Copilot. You can use natural language processing, means Copilot will understand and process your query to perform your task. For example, you will ask Copilot to schedule a meeting. You will ask Copilot to set some reminder or finding a information within a document. So you just have to have a conversation just as a normal language, the way you do with your colleagues, your friends, or with your manager. You can use Copilot to analyze your data. Let's say you have some data in Excel. Now you wanted to create charts, you wanted to get insight of your data. All you just have to do, write a prompt, interact with Copilot, and Copilot is going to perform that task for you. Now here, very important thing, every users, every business users are very much concerned about the data security. So when you are using Copilot, of course there are some information that you need to access. Let's say some files that you wanted to get from your OneDrive. So when it is about data security in Copilot, it means Microsoft has implemented just to secure that your data remains private. It is totally secure and compliance when you are using Copilot features across M365 application. Microsoft 365 Copilot operate within your existing M365 security and compliance boundary. It adhere to GDPR and ISO 27001 and other global compliance standards. So your organization data is not used to train the underlying data models, AI models, as these models are pre-trained and only use your data for generating response in real time for you. Now, Copilot use Microsoft Graph capability within secure environment to access your information and your data. So data is processed within your M365 tenant and respecting your identity and access control. All data that is in travel state or in rest, it is encrypted using industry standard protocol. Copilot also respect your existing permission. For example, let's say your department head has shared some file to you and you have only view access. Okay. Now, let's say you are looking for Copilot to make some changes in your file, edit your file. No, Copilot cannot do it for you because you only have view access, view permission. What you can do, you can ask Copilot to give you the summary. If you have any question about the document, that you can ask. Copilot cannot retrieve or use that data. Let's say if you doesn't have any access on any file or any email, Copilot cannot use this. Okay, of course, the mail which is there in your Outlook only accessible to you. But if you wanted to see and ask Copilot what is there in others' email, no, that's not possible. So Copilot cannot help you here. So what is your access? What is your data? What is your information? Copilot can only help you in that. And there is no data leakage, as all your prompts and response are not stored outside your tenant. And Microsoft doesn't use even your prompt or the output for model retraining or sharing with other customers. So there is a total transparency and auditability. Let's say your organization admins, they can monitor like what is the Copilot usage in M365 compliance tool. There are some features that is supported with Copilot like DLP policy, audit logs and all. So means your data is totally secure and safe and your privacy is maintained. So team, now here just have a look and understand this Copilot system, how Copilot works.
Microsoft 365 Copilot is powered by what we call the Copilot system, a sophisticated processing and orchestration engine. It harnesses the power of three foundational technologies: the Microsoft 365 apps, that's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and more. The Microsoft Graph, that's all your content and context, your emails, files, meetings, chats, and calendar. And a large language model, or LLM, a creative engine capable of parsing and producing human-readable text, all accessible through natural language. It starts with a prompt from you in an app. Copilot pre-processes the prompt through an approach called grounding. Put simply, grounding improves the quality of the prompt, so you get answers that are relevant and actionable. One of the most important parts of grounding is making a call to the Microsoft Graph to retrieve your business content and context. Copilot combines this user data from the graph with other inputs to improve the prompt. It then sends that modified prompt to the LLM. You may be familiar with what an LLM can do based on your experience with ChatGPT or Bing Chat. Copilot takes the response from the LLM and post-processes it. This post-processing includes additional grounding calls to the graph, responsible AI checks, security, compliance and privacy reviews, and command generation. Finally, Copilot sends a response to the user and commands back to the apps. Copilot iteratively processes and orchestrates these sophisticated services to produce a result that feels like magic.
So I hope this video could help you understand the M365 Copilot environment. So team, any one of you have any query, any question, please feel free to ask with me. Yes, of course, I'm going to give you demos and will take you to my M365 environment because I have the paid license for Copilot, and will show you some use cases, some prompt, how you can interact with Copilot. Okay, so this is like just will give you understanding what is this Copilot is all about, how it works, and what is the system. And then I will take you to all M365 application. By the time if you have any use case and you want me to try it with Copilot, you all are welcome. Okay. And if you are going to mention from which domain you are, please feel free to mention, like you, if you are from any particular department, please mention there or give me some use cases and I will give you the demo on the same. Okay. I hope this would be very interesting for you all, like in place of using my use cases, my prompt, if you are giving me some use cases or some requirement, like you are a student, okay, and you are working with a research paper. Now you want me to use Copilot capability with the same, I can show you. Okay, now let's move ahead. So this is your M365 Copilot. So when you are starting and planning to work with Copilot, make sure you are ready for the same. So what are the prerequisite? So first, you need to be having active M365 license. These are the license that you can have. It may be enterprise license E3 or E5. If you are a student, A3 or A5 license is required, or M365 business standard or business premium license. Or you must be having active Entra account. Active account means maybe your account is deactivated by your admin, so please check your account should be activated. You must be having active OneDrive account because Copilot is going to collaborate all the content, all the file which is saved in your OneDrive. Then you must be having new Outlook for Windows should be available on your desktop. Of course, you can use Copilot in web also, but if it is a desktop application, that must be the updated one. Now let's see how Copilot can work for you. So Copilot first, let's say you have mentioned some prompt. For example, I have asked you, you can put some requirement here. Or you can give me some use cases like Yogesh has mentioned, can I use Copilot to create network diagram in Visio? This is what Copilot Yogesh had put the question here. Okay. Now, as a trainer, as a human being, I will read this question, I will read this requirement from Yogesh, and I will try to understand what is the intention of Yogesh. So Yogesh intention is that he wanted to create something. The first thing he wanted to create something. Now what he wanted to create, that is a network diagram he wanted to create. So I am understanding his requirement, what is his goal, what is his intention, and what is the expected output. For example, Siva has mentioned I'm working in pharma organization and use cases to develop an agent for SOP drafting, SOP search for content. Now I have understood his requirement, and suddenly there is a tool suddenly came in my mind. Okay, this is what the tool I can suggest to Siva. Just like as a human being, I'm able to read your content, which is there in a simple English language, and accordingly, I will understand your requirement and will interact with you, giving you the suggestion, giving you the tool name and how to use that. Just like as this co-pilot, it understand your requirement, understand your context, and accordingly start preparing the content for you or start giving response to you. Then Copilot transform your work means comes into action. So Copilot, like for example, as a human being, now suddenly I will think, okay, this is what the question I got from Siva or Yogesh, and as per my knowledge, as per my experience, I am going to give you reply or I am going to show you demo. Just like Copilot start looking for the information that Copilot is having or Copilot is trained for. And accordingly, Copilot is going to prepare the response for you and gives you the capability like creating the content, summarizing the content, creating the images, diagrams, and all. This is what how Copilot works. Like you as a user, you are sitting here, you wanted to interact Copilot. So these all are M365 application you are already using. Okay. Now you start using, let's say you have to prepare a document, so you have open Word document. Now here I will write a prompt. I have a Copilot icon in my Word document, and for example I have to write a prompt that I need to create a document. Okay, so I will write a prompt that please help me prepare a case study on so and so topic. Now Copilot will understand your requirement and intent and will contact to Microsoft Graph. Microsoft Graph is best buddy of Copilot. So Copilot come to Microsoft Graph and says, "Hey buddy, can you please help me? This is what the requirement I have received from my user. Do you have any related information with you?" So let's say you have asked Copilot to summarize the content about so and so topic that is shared by a user Sunita, let's say. So Microsoft Graph will search for the user first, Sunita. Is it there in contact with this user? Is there some information available related to the topic he has mentioned? And will give the response to Copilot that, hey Copilot, I have got this information with me. You can use it. Okay. Now here, Copilot will start preparing the response in a way that as a user you can read or you can understand. Okay, and behind the scene Microsoft Graph is like a connective tissues that is going to connect with all the teams, all your chats, all the user in your organization, right? All the messages, files, meetings, and Copilot is going to get the response from Microsoft Graph from your M365 environment. And these all are the core component of Copilot for M365. The first one is large language model. Large language model means these models are a fundamental component that is providing intelligent, contextually relevant response, and it can access with various tasks. So LLM, it works in Copilot with data processing and understanding the user intention, and that is done with the help of NLP, natural language processes. Here, this is going to involve analyzing user context, what is the intention behind the text, so that Copilot can generate meaningful response. Like here, under NLP, these are the four important components: tokenization, semantic analysis, sentiment analysis, and language. Tokenization means it specifies the complex paragraph by breaking it down into smaller chunk. For example, this is a whole sentence. Tokenization break this sentence in a small words and provide a token to each word. One for explore, two for the, three for core, and so on. Then semantic analysis, it helps Copilot understand underlying meaning, underlying context. And sentiment analysis, it accesses the mood, emotions, and more accurate understanding of user intention. And language translation, as Copilot works in multiple language, multilingual task. Let's say you have a PPT ready in English language, you wanted to convert it in your regional language in Spanish, German. Copilot will immediately convert it into that language. Okay, so team, this was all about Copilot and Copilot capability. Now we are going to move ahead and we'll explore the possibility with Copilot and explore Copilot in different application. Okay, so I can see there are many use cases you have mentioned. So I'm going to surely use these use cases in my demo. Okay. Uh, Microsoft Learn. Yes, I will be sharing you some important link. Okay. I think there are some students also from college. Anyone who is in like as work as a student who are in college, can you raise your hand? Only one. Okay, there are so many students also I can see. Okay, great. So if you have any use case, you can suggest to me. Okay. Okay, let me just read it so that I can use it in my demos. Develop an agent. Okay. Sure, Siva, I will help you in the same and I will let you know. Agent is not actually in the scope of this session, Siva, but I will give you a tool where you can prepare the agent. Okay, I will give you a quick demo for the same. Then I have one question from Yogesh. Okay, so Yogesh, you are trying to use Copilot in Visio. So Visio is not listed among the application that is supported by Copilot. Okay. So Copilot is not available in Visio. But what you can do, you can just give me some topic and all that you wanted to create a network diagram. Directly in Copilot chat, we can try. So frankly speaking, Yogesh, I have not tried yet the network diagram in Copilot. For sure, it is not there in Visio. Okay. But in Copilot, you can ask Copilot how to create a network diagram, or if you have some information, any data points and all, you can ask Copilot to prepare it for you. So we can just try it out. Okay. If I will take you to the lab, I will just try it with you. Okay. Okay. So Nikita has mentioned, can we use M365 automation of workflow process for a specific department in a small? Yes, of course, Nikita, you can do it. You can do automation of workflow, and that is a part of like part of what you can say Copilot Studio or the agent you can use for the same. That is again not in the scope of this session. Okay. Any other use case you can mention, like creating a document, PPT, any Excel file, data analysis? So please mention that. Okay. Like Ritesh has mentioned, constructor manager. So Ritesh, I will give you some use cases. As a constructor manager, you can use it. Yes, of course, Jati, we can create PPT from a Word document. I will show you the use cases. Okay, so team, let's do one thing. So I will take you to my Word document first. So and we'll show you how we can use Copilot capability in Word. So here I'm using Word document. So I am just creating a blank document. And let's say you are a student, okay? And as a student, sometimes you have to prepare some, research topic and all, or you have to create some research paper. So here I will just write a prompt that I'm a student of IT department. Help me prepare research paper on, let's say my topic is, that is impact of AI in education. Now here, if you wanted to make it more specific, you can also mention some subtopics, like what are the things that you wanted to include. Let's say abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, right? Or you can mention. So I will just write this much prompt here. Let's click on enter. So Copilot is preparing research paper for me. And here you can see within minute my research paper is ready. Okay. Now here you can just review your paper. Okay. Take some time to read, to review. And if you feel like some changes need to be done, you can mention here. For example, I will write that make it formal. Enter. Now here, this is more in a formal language. And I think I'm good with this document. Now here you will get this pop-up. Here you will be asked to keep this document if you are good. If you want to make further changes, you can mention here. If you want Copilot to recreate it for you, you can click on regenerate. And here you have thumbs up and thumbs down, giving your feedback whether you liked it or not. So let's say I like this response. Here you can mention what you liked, why you liked it. Okay. And click on keep it. And here your research paper is ready. For example, I will save it quickly. So my document is ready. Now let's say you want Copilot to help you. For example, I want Copilot to summarize this content for me. Like let's say you have to use Copilot chat. Now I want to ask some questions about this. So here I can mention like help me summarize this document in 10 bullet points. And here I have my response ready. And you can see exactly there are 10 bullets points. Now these 10 bullets points you can use for the discussion or for the explanation of this research paper, or you can use this point in your presentation. Okay. Now let's say you have already some document ready, and here you wanted to merge these document and want Copilot to give you a consolidated response. Okay. I will just quickly close this, or let's open a new document. Okay, so this is a new document. Now, for example, I have one document. This use case I'm picking up from sales. Let's say you have some supplier documents, and now you wanted to compare these documents in Word. Okay. As a like, if you're going to manually do this task, how much time it is going to take for you to reach each and every document, and then finally take the decision which one is the best, on which one is the supplier you wanted to go ahead. In place of that, I'm using these three agreements over there. So I will go to my Word, and here I will just write a prompt. Let me pick my prompt from here. Let's say you will mention that I am a sales manager. Okay. And you have mentioned that I'm a sales manager of this company, a supplier of different grocery and beverages product. Please create a report that compare the supplier agreement for three of our customer. And here I am going to attach these document. Now you are asking Copilot to recommend the contract renewal that can provide the more favorable term. So I will upload this document. It is there in my OneDrive. So this is the first document. Okay, so actually here I need to wait a minute. I'm logging with a different account, I guess. Okay, so I will open my Word document on web. I will open Word document, a blank. So I will log in with my organization account where I have the license, Copilot license. Now, as you can see here, I'm logging with my, oh, Okay, so now here I have this Copilot prompt area, and I will mention the prompt and it'll add the content which is there in my OneDrive. So I can pick this document, this one more. Yeah, all three documents I have uploaded. Click on attach, done, and enter. And here you have the comparative summary. You can have a look, comparative analysis of the supplier. These all are the terms, and these three all the suppliers. And here you have a detailed information, and this is the key observation Copilot is preparing. And here the final response is ready. Okay, so team, now as you have observed, if you are going to do the same task manually, how much time it is going to take? Minimum 2 to 3 hours to read all the documents, all the agreements, and then finally take a decision that which one we should go for. But now here, as you can see, it is so easy with Copilot, right? That Copilot has gone through all the documents within few seconds. Copilot has extracted the information, and as per your requirement is giving you the comparative analysis. And this has saved your time like anything. Okay. So now let's try another demo. So this is what I have compared. So team, if you want, you all can just try this demo at your site. Now how you can try? Let me just help you. I'm just putting one prompt here. You all please open a browser if you can. This is Edge browser I have open. You can see this Copilot. This is Copilot chat that is free. There are some limited capability that you can explore. Okay. Now here, please mention your paste your prompt that I have mentioned, and here click on plus icon and attach the file. So at a time you can add 3 files as you do not have the license. So in this free environment you can use 3 files at a time. That's it. So I am sharing this link. You can download these 3 agreements from this page and try it with me. Sunil, I have shared this link. Please download all 3 agreement files from here. Go to your browser, put your prompts. You can see chat, paste your prompt, click on plus icon. The file you have downloaded, click on upload image and files and upload the images, upload the files and enter. So here you will be getting the response from Copilot. Okay. Now let me try another prompt. So I'm going to open Word document again. Okay, now here I have to mention one prompt. Let's say you are a contract manager And here you have to create a timeline for 6 month construction project. So I'm just writing a prompt that create a detailed timeline for a 6 month residential construction project with key milestone in a table format. Enter. So by the time Copilot is preparing my response, who have asked me construction. Okay, so Ritesh, you are a construction manager. If you have to complete this task manually, how much time it takes for you? Ritesh, can you please reply to me? Like the same task I have mentioned, you have to prepare some project timeline. How much time it takes? Ritesh, are you there? Okay, so I guess Ritesh is not there. Okay, so I have used this prompt for if you are a construction manager. So as you can see, Copilot has prepared this construction project timeline, and this it took few seconds just to prepare this. And here you have this 6 month project timeline, and it is there in a tabular format because that's what I have requested for Copilot. Okay, so if you want to further put some requirement, you can mention it here and finally click on keep it. Okay, let me check if you have any other case study. Yes, of course, Copilot can help you in making coding projects. So can you give me some requirement, Nisha and Sunil? And you can also explore GitHub Copilot if you are a programmer or any coding related help you are looking from Copilot. But I can again give you some demo like creating a project. Okay, so there is a proper project, proper tool that is GitHub Copilot. You all can try GitHub Copilot. You all can just go through this link. Now, for example, some basic thing you can do here in Word. Let's say I will open a new document. I will write some prompt. Let's say explain object oriented programming In simple term, the example in Python. Okay, this is what just the explanation about any code concept. Okay, or this is what the response I have received from the Copilot. These are some Python examples modeling a simple car. Okay, and if you have any particular project requirement, please mention here in chat. By the time I will show you another prompt you can try with programming. Like for example, write a Java program to calculate factorial of a number using recursion. Enter. So I want Copilot to write a Java program for me to calculate factorial of a number. And here you have this response generated by Copilot. This is a Java code example. Now, whenever you are looking for response from Copilot, I suggest you review the response. Do not blindly just follow this response, as Copilot is just your assistant. You are always in a main role. Okay, so always review the response generated by Copilot and make sure it is correct or not. Then only you can go ahead. So, like this is what the program Copilot has prepared. This is a Java code, okay, and use it in your project. You can also ask Copilot to create some simple HTML page with a heading and a paragraph. Or let's say you want Copilot to help you in debugging and all. So let's say there are some common error you are facing in Python and all. So you can ask Copilot to explain some common error in Python loops, and you can also ask how to fix them. You can also do one thing: if you cannot copy the content, you can just take the snapshot of the screen and pass it to Copilot as a attachment. And then ask Copilot that what are the errors. So Copilot is going to read the content in the image and will help you resolve that issue. Okay. I hope these all are the use cases can help you to understand a Copilot capability. Guessing numbers. Okay. So Nisha, now I have a task for you. So Nisha, you just let me know what you think. What is the prompt or what is the requirement you want Copilot to do for me, to do for you. So you just write a prompt for your requirement. I will just use your prompt and pass it to Copilot for you. Okay. So Nisha, you just quickly write a prompt. What do you think? How you are going to ask Copilot to prepare a project for you? You can mention the language, you can mention your project requirement. And please see the prompt I have used, like I have used that provide a Python code to sort a list of number in a ascending order. This is what my prompt I will use. Okay. Similarly, you just help me write a prompt and I will copy and paste it here. Okay. Anyone else? Anything else? Any other requirement? Okay, so Rohit, we are using M365. So M365 doesn't cover Power Automate. That is a part of Copilot in Power Platform. That is a different product. Okay. So here we are understanding the capability of Copilot in M365. So surely I can show you some prompt in Teams application. But in Teams, Copilot can help you set up your meeting, setting the reminders, give you the summary of the chat, right? or summary of the recording that is done. If the yeah, this what should I say? For example, if this ongoing meeting is going on and recording and transcript both are enabled, so Copilot can help you giving you the summary of the meeting. Okay, so I will copy your prompt, Anisha, and I will use it in Word. Create a code in Python, guessing number game. Or you can, okay, fine. Let me just try with this prompt. Python number guessing game. So Copilot has quickly mentioned this Python code and you can use it. How to run this game, even this is all mentioned. Okay, and this is the simple sample output that you will get. Okay, Nisha, do you want me to share this Python code with you? I can do it. Okay, so Nisha, I am just sharing this Python code. Hope it can help you. Or Nisha, you can just try it at your side also. You can use Copilot limited capability in the browser, like the prompt you have shared to me. I will use your prompt. I will open the browser and here you have Copilot chat. Just mention your prompt, enter. So Copilot is preparing my response and this is your Python code that is ready in few seconds. Okay. So team, if you have any other requirement, please mention. Okay, so Amit, I think I have given the demo for your requirement. Create something to summarize the agreement after reading the same. If you want to further do any modification, of course you can do. Now let's say I will go to Jaideep request. Jaideep is asking creating a PPT from Word document. Okay. So Jaideep, let's do that. For example, I have just created this research paper. And this is what the impact of artificial intelligence on education. Now let's say students has prepared this research paper. Now they have to do the presentation. So I will use the same document to create the presentation. So I need to just copy and paste it in my OneDrive. As I said, as a prerequisite, you need to be ready with the files in OneDrive. So I will just put it in my resource file, impact of artificial intelligence. Now I will open a PPT. I will open a new PPT, blank PPT. And here, this is a star icon. It means you have Copilot over there. Click on create a new presentation. Now, create a presentation about. Select reference file and select the file that you want to upload. It is catching my another account. So let me try here in web only. Open a PPT. Okay, so now here, create a new presentation. Let me click on another option. Create a presentation from file. Select, refer the file. And it's taking too much time.
Hello, Komal ma'am, your audio is, I guess.
No, no, Shubha, I'm not
Okay,
speaking
okay,
anything. I'm just
okay,
attaching a
okay,
file here.
okay,
So
okay,
I'm
okay,
trying to find
okay.
out a file.
Got it. No worries.
So I will just copy the file because here it's taking too much time. Something is wrong. Let me try in private window. So I'm trying to create a PPT with the help of a document. Create a blank presentation. I think something is wrong because it is not referring the file here. Let me open OneDrive. So this is the file I was trying to use. Let me try copy the link directly. Hope it will work. enter. Generally, this option I try to upload the file directly from the OneDrive, but no idea, it is not working right now. So I have directly copied the link of the file, that is my Word document, and pasted it here. Now Copilot is helping me to create a presentation. So you can see here, as I have just added the document, Copilot is giving me the topic and subtopic it has selected for the PPT. Now you want to make some changes. Let's say you wanted to add some slide here or any topic in between. You can click on plus icon and add a new topic or a slide in between. But I will just go with these topics and will click on generate slides. Now you will notice within few minutes your PPT is ready that I have prepared just by attaching my Word document. Okay, so here is my PPT ready. So all the students, you can see how Copilot will help you creating a research paper within a second, and another minute you are ready with your presentation. So let's say today your teacher has asked you to create the paper and tomorrow's your presentation. You will be saying yes, we are ready. Okay, so you just need time for the presentation. That's it, and you can just go through with these slides, and even here you can ask Copilot to give you a quick summary of this presentation. For example, here I will use Copilot chat, right? So this is the Copilot chat, and I can ask Copilot to help me. These are the design suggestions. If you want to change the design, like let's say I have selected the very first one, so the design is even changed, so you can select the design for each slides. Then let's say I have this Copilot chat, and help me summarize this PPT. Could not access, upload the file here. Okay. Let me try again. Ask Copilot. And here I am uploading the file. So here you have the summary, and you can use this summary for the presentation. Okay. And even here you can see that even sometime Copilot add the presenter note also. See, can you see that? So you can even use this presentation note that is provided to each and every slide. So as I have created the PPT from the document, now another way is that you can create a PPT by providing just the topic. Okay. For example, like I wanted to create a PPT. For example, create a new presentation. Now let's say I will ask Copilot to create a slide of the process, like I want Copilot to help me create a flow chart that is describing the customer order process, including order, payment, inventory, or shipping. Okay. So now let me just try this, that create a flow chart describing the customer order process, including order, payment, inventory, and shipping. Enter. Okay, so here I have my PPT ready. Just you have mentioned the topic, and Copilot will prepare the topic and subtopic for you, and you are just go to generate the slide, and your slide will be ready. Now let's say you are a student, and let's say you have to prepare a PPT on the given topic by your professor. So you can use Copilot. Just mention the topic. If you have some agenda or you have some subtopic, you can mention the same. Okay. And else Copilot will prepare the agenda itself. So now this is what the presentation ready. As per my agenda, I have provided customer order process, order placements. Okay. Now I will try another topic, new. Shh. Create a new presentation. Here just mention the topic. For example, create a 10 slide PPT on renewable energy trends with visuals and enter. Now, when you are going to create a PPT with some visual, Copilot will automatically pick up the visuals from the Copilot repository. If you have any published images and repository from your organization, you can have that option. Okay. Now here you have the option to change the design, and like this is what the design Copilot is going to choose. If any design that is published by your organization, any specific template or format your organization follow, you can select it from here. And these are all Microsoft design. Okay. For example, for this, I will pick, let's say this one. Uh, or let's pick this one and select the design and enter. Now here, scroll down. This is the image setting. Right now, images are collected from the MEM365 content library. If you want to select the images from your organization brand library or the mix of both. Right now, in my organization, there is no organization brand library, so I will go with the M365 content library. Generate. So Copilot is preparing my presentation on the given topic. Agenda are selected by the Copilot itself because I have not mentioned any agenda. Rohit, I think I have removed that PPT, customer order process. And here my PPT is ready. The design I have selected. Okay. Now let's click on keep it and you can use it for your presentation. Okay, so team, we have explored PowerPoint. Now let me just take you to Outlook. So in Outlook, generally like you want Copilot to help you draft a new email. Okay. So for example, I am looking for Copilot to draft an email. Here I am going to pick HR use case. For example, okay, let's say I have to apply for a leave. So I will use Copilot and ask Copilot, um, help me prepare a draft to apply leave from 1st Jan to 5th Jan as I'm going out of town. Okay, so you have just mentioned your requirement in simple one line. Let's see how Copilot is going to prepare a proper, like official email. Done. Now here I have this formal email prepared by Copilot. I would like to request leave from 1 January to 5th January as I will be traveling out of town during this period. Please let me know if any additional details are required or if there are any formalities I need to complete. Okay. Or you can also mention your intention. Let's say you need to submit the leave request. You are a student. So, how you can do so? So, for that, I will just go and edit my response that I'm a student. Help me prepare a draft to apply leave to my professor. Enter. Now you will read the response generated by Copilot because here the context is change. Right? Kindly grant me permission because now here immediately the lines are changed. kindly grant me permission to be absent during this period. Now, if you want to make it shorter, make it longer, change the tone. Let's say you wanted to change the tone from direct to formal. Earlier it was casual, now it is formal. And here the tone is now changed and you have a different draft ready. So, whichever the draft you want to continue after reviewing, you can click on keep it. So, you have an option to make your draft more shorter, longer, or change the tone. You can also use suggested prompt. Let's say you wanted to simplify something, add more detail, make more creative, fix grammar and spelling mistakes. All you can use from here. Now, team, let's say I'm from HR and we have just completed the. Let me just open my. Yeah. So, let's say we have just completed with the interview process and one candidate is finalized. Now, I need to compose a email offer letter and here I want help from Copilot. So, I will just quickly copy this prompt. I will go to my Outlook and here I will draft a new email, mention that I am a HR manager, create an email offer letter to Patty that offers her the position of senior animation designer. The start date is, let's say, 15 Jan. This is the starting salary you are offering. And add a note that if Patty accepts this letter, I will send her a formal offer letter. Now, there is one file I wanted to attach, that is Graphic Design Institute Employee Benefit file. And I want Copilot that if these benefits are given to these candidate should be mentioned. Enter. And here Copilot has prepared this response to me. But here I forgot to mention the prompt that refer the attachment also. Okay. So I will just quickly modify because here Copilot has prepared that this is what we are offering you for the position. Your start date is so and so. This is the salary. But nowhere Copilot has mentioned the other employee benefits. But that is there in the attachment file that is added. I will just quickly modify my prompt that this draft looks good, but I forgot to mention about that employee benefit. Enter. Now let's see if Copilot is modifying the response. See, now here, as you have asked to modify and mention the employee benefit, so these are the benefits that is included in the email. Okay. And plus you have added the attachment also. So you can see how Copilot has read that attachment. Okay. And prepare the draft accordingly. So this is what you can do in Copilot Plus. Already any email you have received. Let's say I wanted Copilot to summarize this email. Let's click on summarize. As you can see here in this email, there are total more than 8 or 9 email thread. So in place of reading all the emails, I will just ask Copilot to quickly give me summary what is going on in this email thread. And here you have this file summary file which is created. Sorry, this is the attachment which is mentioned in this email. And here I can read the summary in place of opening each and every email and reading the content. So it is giving me summary that team has discussed about preparing the material for Copilot workshop in different languages. This is what everyone has mentioned in this chat. And now I have this summary ready and I have the information about all the email conversation just in few seconds created by Copilot. Okay, so team, this is what Copilot capability we have explored in Outlook. Now let's move to Microsoft Team and explore how we can do with Copilot in Teams. So here in Teams, you can go to chat, and here you can see that you can have Copilot chat option and can have the summary about these chats within few seconds. Okay. For example, here I have this chat communication going on with my colleague. I can ask Copilot to give me the summary. Or here I have this Copilot chat option available. This is a Copilot where I do not need to go to the particular application. I can click on plus icon, add the work content, refer the meetings. So these are the meetings, like this is what the ongoing meetings. I will select and ask Copilot to summarize it. Let me know if there is any action item for me. Enter. So you can use Copilot chat here. Refer your chat, refer people, refer file, and ask Copilot to prepare the response accordingly. So here I have the meeting summary that I have attached, that this is what the date and time of this meeting, who is the organizer, invitees include or transcript. So meeting transcript is not enabled. So there is no detailed discussion recorded available. And these are the related context. This is the session reminder was sent to me. These are the action item for me. Okay. Or let's say this is what the ongoing chat is going on. Let me go to meetings chat. This is the ongoing chat conversation is going on. Here you have this Copilot icon. Now let's say I want Copilot to summarize this. Summarize this chat. So I got the summary. Okay. So I do not need to read the entire chat, but this is the quick summary generated by Copilot. Like I asked question about Copilot compatibility, use cases, requests for example, and links related to learn, Power Automate, Teams application, summarizing agreement file. A Python guessing game code was requested and shared. So as I have shared also, so it is giving me this information that you have shared it. Questions about summarizing, recording, transcription and all. Feedback from link was provided for session participants. So this is what the quick summary that was generated to me. Now let's say if you want Copilot to schedule some meeting for you. For example, let me go to Copilot, and here I will mention that schedule a project review meeting with the design team next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Okay, enter. Oh, what happened? Let me try again. Schedule. Okay, so here there are some sample prompts Copilot is suggesting if I want to use. So I'm just using the suggested prompt that schedule a meeting next week based on my availability. Let's click on enter. So it is looking for my calendar and finding out my availability. So it is asking that would you like me to add any specific participants or include a meeting title? So I will set okay. It's a review meeting. No participants. Enter. You can finalize and send the invite in Outlook. Do you want to include any detail? No. It says meeting is set as review meeting for next week with no participants and no agenda detail. You can finalize and send the invite in Outlook whenever you are ready. If you need any changes later, like adding participant or adjusting the time, let me know. Okay. So now let me just see in my calendar. Okay. There is no review meeting I can see is scheduled. Let me just try a specific one. Or for example, let me ask, is there any meeting scheduled next week, Monday? Let me ask this question. So it is giving me the information. This is what meetings are scheduled for next week, Monday. So these are the details and the timing. Okay. Now, for example, you have to create the recurring meetings every Monday, 10 a.m. Okay. So let me try create a recurring meeting every Monday, 8 a.m. for session review. Enter. No agenda needed. Not right now. So let me check. Okay, I can see there is no meeting. It is setting up right now. Need to check what is the issue because no, there is no meeting set. 8 o'clock. I need to just check because when I ask Copilot to add the meeting, it add it to my calendar. Or let's say, let me try set the reminder. So I will mention that remind me to follow up with the contractor tomorrow at 2 p.m. I can send this. I can't set reminder directly, but there is a quick way. Okay, it is saying that I can't set the reminder directly, but this is what the way I can do. I need to create a calendar event for tomorrow. Okay, so right now I can see it is not doing directly, but let's say I think Microsoft had done some recent changes with Copilot, so I need to check. But generally, it create the meetings, invite, and set the reminder also. Okay, so no problem. This is what I have explored capability in Copilot to summarize the chat, look into the calendar. So you do not need to manually check your calendar. Just ask with Copilot, what is the meeting set? Is there any meeting schedule with so and so people? Or is there any meeting schedule about so and so any topic with agenda? Copilot is going to look into your calendar and will prepare the response for you. So team, now let me just quickly jump to my last application, that is Microsoft Excel, and will show you how Copilot can be used to analyze your data. So I will open an Excel file. Okay, so this is my Fabricon marketing campaign. So like let's say your organization has done some marketing campaign, and after that marketing is done, that campaign is over. Now you wanted to analyze the data, that what was the revenue generated, how many users that were engaged. So that's what I am going to do with the help of Copilot. So let's go to Copilot. Here you have app skill. When you start, you can immediately ask Copilot to give you data insight. It is preparing the data insight. So in Excel, generally what you do, you need to analyze your data, or you have to create some formulas, right? You have to create some visualization. But as now you have Copilot, so many tasks will be done quickly with the help of Copilot. Let's say here you have the data analysis. You have this table created. If you want to insert this table in a new sheet, click on new sheet. And this is what the insight that is generated to you. Now, for example, you wanted to analyze revenue generated by each campaign type. So here Copilot has analyzed this data, and this is the total revenue generated by each campaign type. Now, for example, I want Copilot to prepare prepare bar chart for the same. So here you have your data analyzed within few seconds, and you will be getting option to add this to your new sheet. This is what I can add it to my new sheet. And here you have the pivot table ready, and this is your chart. Now further, Copilot is giving you the recommendation. This is what next you can try. Let's say what is the campaign type, campaign name, or show the average revenue by launch date, or campaign name with average revenue higher than 1600. So let's say I will try this one, that I wanted to know the campaign name whereas the average review is higher than 16,000. So you just have to ask with Copilot and your response will be generated. You can also ask Copilot to help you create the calculated columns or conditional formatting. It says there is no campaign name with average revenue higher than 16,000 were found in the data. So, for example, I will use the same prompt, but this time in place of 16,000, I will make it. But I can see there is a digital marketing where it is giving me the revenue. Um, okay, this is for the campaign name, but it is the revenue is higher than, okay, higher than 10,000. Let's try this. It indicates that there is some error in this table. Okay. Okay, so no problem. I will just try a few more recommendation. Let's say I will ask to suggest a formula column. So it is generating some formula column suggestion for us. So here like you can try this engagement rate. So you can just put your cursor over there. It will give you this demo like how it can be inserted. Click on insert column and this column will be inserted. So you do not need to create the column or even you do not need to apply the column here or this calculation. You just need to click on the button and it will be automatically added. Now, if you wanted to know about this formula, you can click on show explanation, how this formula was created, how this response was generated. You can also ask Copilot to give you some suggestion about conditional formatting. Conditional formatting. So these are some suggestion Copilot has given to you. For example, highlight top 3 columns in engagement rate. Let me try this. So it says this is how it will be highlighted. You can click on apply. And these all are the 3 engagement rate as per your requirement. You wanted to highlight top 3 in column engagement rate. So these are the top 3 in this engagement rate column. Okay. So this is how Copilot can help you in Excel prepare the calculated columns, formulas, diagram, visualization, pivot table, and the conditional formatting. You just have to ask the question. You do not need to find out the numbers, applying the calculation for the answers. Everything will be done by Copilot. Okay, so team, that was all I have explained about this Copilot capability in different applications. I have just last one slide to show you. Um, yeah, let me close this. Yeah. So these are some prompting best practices. As you have observed, when I'm looking for Copilot to help me, I need to communicate with Copilot in a way that Copilot can understand my intention, my requirement. So for that, make sure you have to follow the effective prompts, right? You have to write the effective prompts. So these are some best practices for using Copilot. So make sure your prompt is very much clear, intention is clear, and it totally depends on your prompt how Copilot is responding to you. Whenever you are getting some response generated by Copilot, you can trust on it, but do not blindly trust. Always verify the response generated. Is it as per your intention? Is it as per your context or not? After reviewing, only you can accept it. Always give your feedback, thumbs up, thumbs down. This will help Copilot to improve the functionality of Copilot. Avoid over reliance, as Copilot is just your assistant. You are the most intelligent like species in this world. So trust on yourself first. Trust on your intelligence, your creativity. Treat Copilot just as an AI assistant. Okay, you can unlock your creativity like writing the prompt in different way. Whatever you are thinking or you are asking with me, can we do this with Copilot? Can we try this? Whatever is there in your mind, just try it out. What will help? What will be happening at the end? Maybe you're not getting the response, but at least you are trying. Can we do this? Can we create the giant chart? Can we create this type of flow chart? All you can try with Copilot. So unlock your creativity and make sure when you are using some private file, some sensitive file, use it with a proper uh, like uh, uh, like very carefully you should use it. Make sure you are not downloading it to local machine to any unauthorized, you're not sharing it to any unauthorized person, or do not keep it in your personal devices and all. And always update it what is the new feature which is introduced in Copilot by the Microsoft. So these are the four part that is included in your part. Let's say what is your goal. Goal means what you want for Copilot. Let's say you wanted to summarize the content, or you want a list in a table. You want 10 points to be prepared. You want to create a document. You want to analyze something. You want to create a presentation. This is what your goal. Context means who you are. Means I am a trainer. You are a student. I am a constructor manager. I am a hiring manager. So when you are putting your context, who you are and why you need this response, that will help Copilot to give you the personalized response. Then what is your expectation? What should be the tone? Is it friendly tone? Is it any party invitation? Is it the invitation of any meeting? Is it any formal document? So what is the tone? Is it lengthy, short? That is what expectation. And the source may be the document that you have attached. Source may be an information like a topic for the presentation. Source may be any email that you want to summarize. Source may be any people that you have done the chart with. Okay, so make sure your prompt is having all four parts: goal, context, expectation, and source. And someone was asking about the agent. So team, you all can try agent with Copilot Studio. So I will just share you link about Copilot Studio link. So you need the Power Platform license for the same. Mm, But for advanced agent, for automation and all, you want Copilot agents to perform some task for you automatically, sending notification, putting data into the database. All agents can be created in Copilot Studio. And the basic agents you can try in Copilot chat that you can open in browser. Just go to your browser, open Copilot icon, and here you have some agents available. There are few agents that is already available. These are already pre-built and published. Like for example, prompt coach, right? You are new how to write the prompt. You do not know. So you can try this prompt coach, and then writing coach, researcher, that you can try. Or you can also create some agent as per your specific requirement. Let's say I have created one agent for my organization, that is product catalog. I have attached some reference documents, some Word file, PPTs. Okay. So Copilot agent is trained as per file I have attached and preparing the response to my end user. So team, that's it for this session. Let me just share you one more link. I am 365. So please go through this link. This will give you enough information about M365 Copilot. Okay. And we'll share you one link for Copilot licenses. Here you have all the Copilot plans. So once you are ready with M365 environment, this can be added as an add-on with your existing license. Okay, so please explore this. Okay, so team, that's it from my side. I hope I could give you the understanding about this Copilot, how it can be used right in your M365 environment with all the day-to-day application you are using. And hope the demo I have given you, different use cases we have covered, could give you the understanding how it can be beneficial in your area. You are a student, you may be in sales, you are a construction manager, you are a hiring manager, you are a finance director, how it can be best suited in your area. Okay. So once again, thank you so much everyone for joining the session. Take care everyone. Bye bye. Now over to you, Shubh, and request you all to please submit your valuable feedback. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you Rohit. Thank you Shravan. Request to all, do not leave the session without your valuable feedback. Thank you so much, Richa. Thank you so much once again, everyone. You all can leave. So we are about to wind up the session.